boy, the Queen Bee is gonna have Godzilla fans going crazy. Yep, Queen Bee is coming to Godzilla's time slot December 1st in Imax Theaters. Now, to be fair, and I gotta give the Godzilla community credit, you guys don't really seem to be bothered by this, and I'm happy to hear that, because quite frankly, I don't really care. I'm not planning on seeing the movie in IMAX. I'm planning on seeing it in regular theater. So that's just me. But I know there are some people out there that are a little bit concerned about this, because right now, as of recently, and I want you guys to know, I'm referencing the Kaijuologist. He's got a nice article on this. If you guys want to check it out, I'm going to share it here real quick. It's written by our very own Stephen Miller. He wrote this 2 days ago. I've been meaning to do a video on this, but I just kind of haven't had time, and I wanted to make sure I got it done before the end of the week. But I'm not going to read the whole article, but I am going to be referencing the information coming from him. So I wanted to make sure he got the credit for that. But essentially, Queen Bee has a concert movie coming out the same day Godzilla Minus One is set to hit theaters here in the country, and she's going to IMAX. And right now, Steve mentions in this article that he actually called IMAX to get some sort of information in regards to the scheduling. He hasn't heard back from them as of yet. But the other thing he mentions as well is that if you look at most IMAX theaters, he obviously didn't check all across the country, but he did check a couple of theaters, and he does say that right now, Beyonce's concert movie is listed in IMAX theaters that day all across the board. There is no Godzilla Minus One schedule. Now, that doesn't mean there won't be. It just means that the scheduling for Godzilla Minus One hasn't actually released yet here. So this doesn't mean that Godzilla Minus One is not coming to IMAX. They already kind of, they've promoted that for the most part. But he does make an interesting point in this article where he mentions the amount of money that a Beyonce concert movie is going to generate versus a foreign monster movie. And he used Shin Gojira as a reference for this, which I didn't even know this actually. Shin Gojira only made $1.9 million here at the box office. Now, I don't think Shin Gojira was released nationwide like Godzilla Minus One is going to be, so that we have to take that into account. But if we're being honest, is Beyonce going to generate more money for IMAX than Godzilla Minus One? Yes, tenfold, 100%. Look, I know that's not something a lot of you Godzilla fans want to hear. There has to come a time where we're just honest with ourselves, okay? We have to understand that the Queen Bee is bigger than the King G.
That's a good one.
All right? That's just what it comes down to. And it sucks, I sympathize for the people who are looking forward to seeing this in IMAX, only if we don't. What I think is going to happen is you're going to get the majority of the time slots are going to go to the Queen Bee, and you may get 1 or 2 time slots for Godzilla Minus One. And it may not be that way in every theater. There may be some theaters that just completely oust Godzilla Minus One from IMAX altogether. I'm not sure if there's a contractual obligation for certain theaters to run a certain movie in IMAX a certain number of times, or I'm not sure if that's a choice that theaters make. What I do know is it doesn't matter who makes the choice. I definitely believe there will be some theaters that are only going to show Queen Bee in IMAX, and I think other theaters will mix it up, but will have more time slots. Beyonce is just going to generate more income. She's just going to generate more money, and that's just how it's going to be. Again, something to keep an eye on. We still got a long ways to go. A lot can change. Godzilla, they may look at this and they might push it back a week, push it back 2 weeks, just to avoid clashing with Beyonce. It wouldn't be a unwise move, to be honest. It would actually be kind of clever if they did that. So we have to kind of let it marinate a little bit. But yeah, I mean, to me, it's not the end of the world. I'm not seeing it in IMAX. I never planned to see it in IMAX. I'm only going to see it in regular theaters. And I want to know how you guys feel about this. Queen Bee coming in, pushing the Godzilla aside, with a little... I know there are some people really concerned about this. I don't think you should be. I do think you'll still get a chance to see it in IMAX. You just have to be more selective, probably free up the day maybe take the day off of work that day so you can get the chance of a 1 or 2 time slot option to pick from, because I doubt you'll have an option to see it in IMAX in the evening. I'm more than sure Beyonce is going to eat up all the times, the night slots. So it might be a case where you have to take a day off during the week or go early on a Saturday and catch the first and only showing of Godzilla -1 in IMAX. But again, we'll have to play it by ear. But I want to know how you guys feel about this. You know, does it really bother you that much? Are you a realist? Do you understand the business aspect of why Beyonce might take a majority share of the IMAX time slots? At the end of the day, we still have to wait and see how this is going to play out. It may be nothing to worry about at all. It could just be that they're going to share 50-50. I don't buy that. If I'm looking at things from a financial perspective and making money, I believe Beyonce will get 80% of the IMAX time slots. But you never know. You never know. I think all in all, my opinion, I think you'll still get an opportunity to see Godzilla in IMAX. I just think you have to be selective about when you go to the theater to accomplish that. So let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Interesting stuff, you know, and we'll see. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. This is Rob signing up for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.